track, hot shit like I poop in the jacket. Won't mack your bitch up, but yo, I'm about to come and mack you click your whole friend group. Fuck. It's so hard. I can't believe how good he actually is.
You never piss me off quite as much as you do on podcast day. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you turn it on when you get here or what, but you just do. Is it because you're in male company? Probably.
No.
I don't know what
it's a combination of me acting as I usually do. You being a little bit anxious. You getting upset that I point out that you're anxious.
Exactly.
And when I'm completely quiet, what is it? You're gonna have a terrible tension or what? Are you getting yeah, let's go. That's some tension. She's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for an episode of Stirring the Pot.
I'm choking on Cabana. Hey, cut.
You choking on Cabana? We're stirring the pot because me and Taylor are fucking hot, but little do they know we've lost the goddamn plot. Oh! We're spitting bars, boy.
That was good.
All right, cheers it off.
Okay.
All right, welcome to the 5th episode of Stirring the Opinionated
Pot.
All right, you're saying like a bloody angel.
Oh, well, it's what, the end of May?
May, we be at the end of May.
It's horrible. I feel like
I've
done nothing this month, but it's gone so quick. But have I been doing things? I feel like I've been doing some things. Is it a crime to be in your pajamas all day?
I think it's the government legally mandated call to action, you know.
I saw a man in Coles the other day wearing his slippers, and I was like, I admire you, sir. I really do. I can get down with that on a level.
We've spoken about the coronavirus, obviously, on the last few podcasts because that is what is consuming the world. But today's theme is the rebirth of
the year.
Yeah, the new year.
We're calling it the new year. I feel like this week especially, we've been going out and getting ourselves...
And things are reopening.
New things.
We've had half
shops.
the year's like a write-off, you know.
We're going to the shops. We're actually allowed to go to the shops and buy new things.
Yeah, we don't have to break in anymore. Not that we, for legal reasons, it's a joke.
Or buy things online, which is also shocking because I bought a pair of sneakers the other day, which I love. They're my favorite pair. And, you know, I thought I was a specific size, but I mustn't be in that specific brand. And they were too big, just like a little bit too big. And I am not the kind of person that has any patience on taking them back and returning them, going to the post office, printing out a slip and actually sending it back. Like, I've waited days for this to get to me. I don't want to have to wait another 5 days for it to go away from me and then come back. I want it now.
Shoes.
It's the shoes. So I just put them on and I've been wearing them since because I am seriously impatient in that sense. But I still love them. But fuck coronavirus.
Yeah.
I hate sending things back. I just want to go to the shop, try it on, buy it, know that it's
everyone's
right.
in that situation. They're all shopping from home.
Well, thank God, because I'm over it. Bloody over it.
Well, it's a perfect time to, buy your intimate objects because since you're getting so many parcels, you don't have family members or housemates or girlfriends or boyfriends looking over it. So if you ever needed that flashlight or VR porn or, not that I'm endorsing it, but there's a link in the description for 20% off. That's a joke. And again, legal reasons, that's a joke. But yeah, it's the time to order all those mysterious items that no one's going to be questioning. You can just be like, yeah, I got my cat food. It's all sorted.
It's not a Satisfyer Pro 2. It's not.
Now I am starving, so I'm going to wave my magic breadstick wand.
Ka-ching. So tonight, we've gone for, with the New Year's theme, I thought, what kind of food do you eat on New Year's? But you don't really eat a meal on New Year's. You just kind of have food everywhere and you just kind of go nuts. So we went with a couple of party platters.
And a silly straw.
Although I'm not really impressed with what's going on your side of the table though, Alec.
No. I think we need to start from the beginning, which is the end of the last episode's podcast. So I've just got off of crutches. This podcast has, it's bringing out the best, the worst, the beautiful, the ugly, the bad, the good, the sexy, the tasty and deliciousness, the opinions. So we had pumpkin soup in the honour of the Winter Wonderland on
the last episode,
yes.
And it was amazing. It was delicious.
It was so good. I threw it up immediately.
Well, it was so it tasted bad. You know, just because you threw it up doesn't mean it tasted bad while you were eating it. Don't you diss my pumpkin soup. That is my favourite dish.
I didn't say it tasted bad. I didn't say it tasted good. I just said I threw it up. I'll let the people draw their own conclusions.
Anyway, he was sat at the table after the podcast and we're kind of just like going through everything and he just had this look on his face.
What is this? Sauce.
Wow, did you just put the prosciutto in the oil?
Was I not meant to? What's the oil for?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Right,
you can still eat it.
What am I doing?
Eat it. Wrap it around your breadstick and shove that in your mouth.
That sounds so... Is that an innuendo?
Get your mind out the gutter. What it's actually for people who aren't Italian or Greek or just don't eat fancy things, you get the bread and you dip it in the oil and the balsamic barrels.
Well, I can't eat that.
What? The prosciutto? Or you're not into it?
The texture. I usually can. I need help. Help! Justin! I need a napkin!
Justin!
Else I'm gonna throw up again.
Don't. Put it in your hand. Put it in your hand.
Candle.
No, don't put it in my candle.
No, it's empty. I can't leave it.
Oh!
Anyway, so as I was saying, fuck, where were we? What am I eating wrong?
Put the bread
So
in there. Anyway.
And then I broke my fucking leg. Well, I tore my, where we at? You go, you tell the story.
My lord, he skips everything. So he was sitting at the table looking very sick. And I said, you look like there's something wrong with you. Are you feeling okay? He's like, oh, my stomach is not all right. I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I was like, oh yeah, just see if you can do it. Because didn't actually think he would. And he goes to the toilet and then I just hear, and I was like, oh my God, he actually threw up. But then, just when he thought his night couldn't get any worse, we're still here mucking around with everything. And I've got 2 dogs. They were running around the house. And lo and behold, Alec was entertaining himself with the dogs. And
jerking them off.
Ran around the corner.
I don't jerk off animals. That's also another joke.
Yeah, that's no. And he screamed, "Who threw a tennis ball at me?" I thought, what? Why would I throw a tennis ball at you? I didn't throw a tennis ball at you. And Justin said I didn't throw anything at you. He goes, no, someone threw something at me.
I was convinced.
Who's convinced?
Because I saw it in my head, like when it hit me, I dropped to the floor instantly. I felt this pain. It felt like someone ditched something at me really hard. And I seriously was looking around for the ball. I was screaming at Taylor, I was screaming at Justin. I was like, who the fuck threw that? Oh my God.
Dropped to the floor. And what happened? Snapped your calf muscle?
I died. I fucking died. So I'm on the operating table and all I can see is bright lights and they're just scalpel, defibrillator, I'm back alive.
So I didn't take him seriously. I didn't actually think he'd hurt himself.
Oh, I had. I couldn't walk.
And he had to walk out of my house with a broomstick. I was
fucking Gandalf, a budget version of Gandalf, because my beard was going really long. I had the bloody gnome beanie on. I looked like a cartoon character that just had a bad day, man.
I actually have video footage of him dancing just before it happened. We will include it in this video. Just
and then I was on crutches.
How amazing that was.
And then I had a little, quarantine restriction get together. And some... I don't know if it was a figment of my imagination or if in fact there was a creature or a demon in my house. We'll just call him a drunk bozo. Fell into my TV. And
a friend of a friend?
A friend of a friend of a friend's dog's cat walker, who's twice related and removed from his auntie, was over and knocked my TV over. So I obviously stand up and the doctor said, I had an ultrasound, they said, you've torn your calf, no initiating fast movement. Oh, I initiated fast fucking movement. I ran straight away, caught the TV, sort of saved it. There's like a bit of wall in the TV.
I've never seen anyone run so fast for a television before in my life.
Who's injured. So.
And yeah.
Anyway, since then I've been rehabilitating. This is the new year, back to the new year.
He's walking again.
I've cleansed myself of negative people. I've cleansed myself of negative fucking beliefs and ideas I've had, and I've just renewed everything. I'm like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and I think most people have been a little bit depressed in COVID, or a change of routine disrupts most people. A lot of people have unfortunately lost family members. In Australia, it's a lot more fortunate. In other countries, it is
not
really
so
bad. And I think that's something that, we will never fully understand because the country just got on top of it so quickly.
I heard that in America today on the news, they have lost more than, I think it's like 100,000 people, which is more than like the Vietnamese War, the and like all of those ones put together.
And then Elon Musk was saying on Joe Rogan's podcast though that they'll put, but the numbers could be higher than they might be. I don't know, theories, because the hospitals are getting paid money if they have a coronavirus death.
Really?
So if they just sneeze before they die, they just put it as a coronavirus death. But people don't know if that's misinformation, if that's true. I'm not going to propagate that, but.
I would have thought, if anything, that they would be reporting lower than what there actually is, rather than higher.
What, isn't that? No, that's what a certain angry country did. I'm not saying they're communists, but they're communists.
I can't believe you didn't like that prosciutto, by the way. I just had it and it was amazing.
I do, it's the texture and my mood.
It's soft.
I've eaten it before. No, I couldn't. It's all right.
Blames my pumpkin soup. Can't even eat prosciutto. Spits it into a candle.
Was it fucking light the prosciutto on fire then? Let it burn, baby.
No, we'll have to burn it after that.
Oh, these cookies are good though.
Are you gonna have some dinner before you do that?
I'm doing both. It's New Year's Eve, bitch.
I know, right?
So July will be halfway through the year. So our original New Year's resolution was to do this podcast. And so far so good. We've done one a month.
5 months in.
What will the New Year's resolution be?
Oh, I would say go back to work, but I really, really don't want to. It's not high up there on my list. I mean, I should, but I don't want to.
I think it's going to be fitness and actually coming to the gym. You warmed your body up. You're on a roll with your home workout.
True.
It's going to be your next thing, because you got rid of cigarettes, is going to be sugar.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm going to have to start cutting down on sugar.
We don't
He
have
told me the
napkins.
other day
Napkins.
that I should have...
Please. Chives.
Excuse me,
Chives.
Chives. Could
Yes.
you please
Chives. Cheese and chives, please.
Yes, I need to cut down on sugar.
Okay.
Lucky that wasn't on fire.
I'm a ghost. Just grab it.
Ooh.
You're scaring me, stop. You know I'm scared of ghosts and skeletons.
Skellington.
Alright, that's good.
Sugar. Need to cut down on sugar. I'm addicted to Coca-Cola. He told me I should probably be only having 1 glass of Coke every second day, and I think I almost started crying. So I think I should definitely start working on myself.
Yeah,
Right there.
reflect on it. Hold that feeling. You're going nuts. I had to feed her dog treat toys.
No.
Chocolates.
He was withholding chocolate from me because I have no self-control.
You don't.
No.
I think once she quits sugar as well, to be honest, Taylor will calm down, because she has this habit of having, I don't know, terrible fucking tantrums. I don't know, Taylor's terrible tantrums. That's actually that's a nice ring to it, actually.
It sounds about right.
She's always banging on about something. For example, this fabulous outfit.
Like-
right? We've got we've got Adidas.
We come on this podcast.
We're looking great.
It's
she's
the New
bitching.
Year theme. It's supposed to
get
be...
as angry as you were at me.
I'm angry
Is that
at
what
you.
you're wearing? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Is that what you're wearing? Are you gonna go
Are
like
you
that,
fucking
bro?
serious?
You wanna
It's a
go,
New
bro?
Year's theme.
wanna
We're
go,
supposed to
bro?
be dressing up and having a party, and he wears a hoodie. I looked at him and I said, "Is that what you're wearing?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Stop playing with me. Is that what you're wearing?"
It's such a stupid question. It's like, obviously that's what I'm wearing.
No, but-
do you see me wearing it?
Do you have something
you see me wearing
underneath?
it?
Like, because what the fuck? I wanted to wear something sparkly and like with the theme, but now I can't because he's wearing a hoodie. And really, I just have to dress down now because he set the bar like really low. And it's just made me upset, you know? Why did you do it? You ruined it.
All right. Should I change it?
Can we change? Can we?
I think we need, if it's going to stop your tantrum. All right, we're going to yell to the count of 3. And we're going to use our stop powers instead of ending it. I need to get out of this.
All right. Oh my God, thank God. This is actually
Oh,
happening.
God.
Oh, yay. Okay, ready?
1,
2, 3.
stop! Ah, we did it. We back. We back,
Alright,
boys.
yeah, I'm feeling much more in the celebration
See,
now.
this is why you can't put me in. Whose shirt is this?
It's my dad's.
Oh, it's your dad's?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Oh my God.
Oh
ew,
my
that's,
God.
That's a bit weird.
Wearing my granddad's clothes. Shit was 99 cents.
Yeah, it's from the thrift shop.
Thanks, Macklemore. All right.
Okay, so we're a bit more
I'm
festive
going to
now.
eat some raccoons.
So has anything interesting
I've got
happened
20
to you
Skittles
this
in
month?
my pocket. What? Anything interesting happened to me this month?
Yeah. Anything fun?
I've been on crutches. What do you want from me?
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually.
So besides playing too many video games, eating too much food, watching too much Netflix, actually I've been swamped. My Netflix schedule is busy.
Well, yeah, true. All right, shall I do the honours?
You shall.
Okay. The worst job you've been forced to do at work.
I refuse.
Really? Is there anything even when you were like younger and you didn't really have that much
think.
say?
You're gonna have to go first because I'm gonna have to think real hard.
I've got a bad one. That was it was the worst thing I've ever had to do at work. And the pay that I got for it, that's $17 an hour that I was getting at the time when I was like 16, was not worth the job. I was working for a cafe and seafood was on the menu, and my boss turned to me and said, "Hey, someone's made a bit of a mess in the toilet. Can you go and clean it up?" And I thought, not really, but yeah, all right. So I put like gloves on. I had I just was wrapped up. Anyway, I had my mop handy, my spray bucket. I walked into this toilet. Close your ears because we're eating. But it was everywhere. Like number 2, everywhere. I don't even know
Number 2,
how
what about number 3?
happened.
Like female number 3.
What's a female number 3?
What do you think that is? Jesus Christ. All right.
I don't know.
Back it up. Anyway, everything was there. That's the point.
Maybe we're not supposed to know what that is. So anyway, so I looked at this thing and I thought, wow. And there were like bits of prawn and stuff. So I thought, this guy's had bad seafood, and he has just it was fucked. So I walked back out and I said, all right, I can't do that. I flat out refused to do that. He goes, well, you have to do it.
No, you don't.
And I had to, so I went back in there.
It's unsanitary. It's not safe.
Disgusting.
Unsafe conditions.
I quit very soon after. But it got even worse. They actually had their underwear, like they had taken off their jocks, like they shit themselves obviously, and shoved them behind the toilet and everything. And I was like, whoa, this person.
Why even shove them behind the toilet at that stage? Why not just let your glorious mess be? I'd start writing like my name in the walls, leave a calling card so the next bathroom you go to that you fuck up, they know it's you.
At that point, he could have, there was no room on the wall left or right. It was just, so that was the worst thing I've ever had to do at work.
Well, mine's not something I was forced to do. It's just something that happened as part of my job, and it was the first time I was doing that gig, I think. Or I'd done a few maybe. So I was doing mascot Mickey Mouse party, and it was a very large event, and I was thrown in the deep end. It was at a big venue. It was either a christening or a big birthday or something, but there was at least 95 to 100 people there. And I was Mickey Mouse in a human version first, playing with the kids and whatnot, doing games and toys and stuff like that. And then you have to change into a mascot, which is big, like goofy Disney World Mickey Mouse. And I was with a female Minnie Mouse. And you're not meant to talk in the mascots. You can only barely see out of it, and you're just a presence there. And then you hug the kids and leave.
Don't speak,
Yeah,
it's the illusion.
Exactly.
Right.
So anyway, we walk in, and these kids, they're up to my waist. They're 4 or 5, and they're attacking and hitting and punching. I thought, I can deal with this. And they're being rowdy. But some are happy, some are waving, some are good. And then the kids are hitting me, but I can take the shots. It's just conditioning at this point. But then you got kids grabbing up the Minnie Mouse skirt, and people getting weird. And then I see the cutest little girl in a little white dress. She's probably 3. She's got her hands up. She wants to hug Mickey Mouse.
Oh, cute.
And I thought, I have to give her a hug. She's adorable. But I knew if I went down there to her level, I would be at my most vulnerable. But I had to do it. So I kneel down, I give a quick hug, I turn to the camera, take a photo, and I'm down for like 3 seconds, 2.5, I don't know. Just as I'm about to get up, this kid, he grabs the nose. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought I had good upper body strength, so I'm trying to pull it up, trying to pull my nose up, trying to stand up, and then whack from the right side of my head. Some kids punched me as hard as I can. And I'm like, oh my God, what was that? And then from the left straight, another kid's hit me, and they're all dogpiling on me at this point. And I don't know what's going on. I've got hit, it's like UFC for kids. And then just as I'm about to stand up, one does the uppercut, and there's a metal bar in the mascot, and it splits my lip open, and there's blood streaming down me, and I can feel it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't have blood coming, because you can just see my neck blood coming out of me. Like this is horrific. This is he's dead. So I start drinking my blood. Like the show must go on. So
you're drinking your blood.
I'm drinking my metallic, delicious vampire blood. And I stand back up and I'm looking around. I can't see through the eyes properly, so I'm looking through the mouthpiece so I can see this little kid. And then I'm like moving around the mouthpiece. All you can see from the outside is a big happy Mickey Mouse with his cheeks being squeezed. And I see him and he's laughing at me. And I sort of like, as I'm shuffling back, he gets knocked over, and I was like, yeah, gotcha, kid. And then I'm thinking, oh no, what have I done? Oh my god, I've just knocked this kid over, but I just stood up too quick, oh my gosh. And then I hear the mum laughing at her own son, going, that's why you don't pull the mouse's nose, sweetheart. And I'm like, gotcha. They followed us out of that venue. They kept following us all the way up the road, like probably 800 meters. The kids, the parents were nowhere to be seen. They were following us out. And we're like, you've got to go home. What is this? So I just got real horror film, and I found a stray Coles trolley, and me and the Minnie Mouse and these mascots just started pushing the trolley. And it was just enough to freak the kids out because it was getting dark. We're pushing a trolley, and that's just some horrific horror movie stuff. So I wasn't forced to do it, and I'd do it again willingly, but it was savage.
That's dedication to the character.
But I made her.
And that little girl would have loved you for
little
that.
Photos. It was nice.
And that little boy learned his lesson that day.
Yeah.
Don't pull on the mascot's nose. Because there's a person in there and he's bleeding.
I'm drinking blood. I'm licking my lips. It's breakfast now. I needed a silly straw for it.
Oh, I reckon.
I know.
Which that's
Should I do the honours?
Honors?
Ooh. Drum roll, please. Add a drum roll sound effect. There we go, Tez. Isna Abedula. I did it again. I read it upside down.
Oh, all the time.
Best after party story. I feel like this one's yours. I don't know if we're allowed to discuss that. Best after party story. I think the best ones are the unplanned ones. The one where we went out to a festival once and we just met strangers, and then we had a pool and a flamingo in the backyard, and it just kept growing and growing, and then they invited us on a wine tour.
Nuts, actually.
The best plans are the ones that aren't planned.
Oh yeah. I agree.
There's too many.
The best
Does anything spring to you?
Party story. Man.
So many.
So many. Yeah, none that we're allowed to really discuss. But
we're allowed to discuss anything we want. We're stirring the opinionated pot. We're here to cause some.
The best after party I ever went to was after like the first festival I ever went to years ago. And it was just like, you know, the first time you'd ever seen anything, and you're not even supposed to be there, and you're like, I think it was more fun when you were like underage. I think that as I'm getting older now.
Underage parties, I don't know. I was underage parties. I was going to raids in World of Warcraft.
You didn't go to underage parties.
I had stuff to do.
He doesn't know what that feels like.
RuneScape,
he didn't start partying until he was like in his 20s.
I had shit to do.
So like.
I had shit to. No, I was 18 when I started.
Oh,
but I was a busy boy.
The busy boy playing World of Warcraft.
There was that Lich King was causing havoc all across Azeroth. And then Deathwing shows up. I'm meant to go out and have a drink and beer with the boys when Deathwing swoops down. And my boys know what I'm talking about. And then League of Legends. Okay. You think those noobs are gonna kill themselves? I've got to go there and fight Summoner's Rift, all right? But I'm a recovered video gameaholic. You know, I work out. I lift. The gym is a video game. Now you got real life strength stats. Now I got real life charisma stats.
Wow.
It's amazing. And I've maxed out all of them.
You get charisma stats on a video game?
Yeah.
Really?
You need to start playing some video games.
Oh, no, I'm alright.
It's a great industry for women with purple hair or pink hair.
It's pink hair at the moment.
Did you want to show everyone your lovely top, Taylor?
It's silver.
So you can match the background.
Matches the background like my eyes. Oh, I'm very excited about it. Wow.
Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the worst situation you and your siblings have gotten into at home?
Oh God, I've got one actually. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do actually, but you go.
Would you like to go first? Nah.
Yeah, you go.
No, you. Ladies first.
Oh, okay. Mum, if you're watching, I'm sorry because you don't actually know this.
She's not.
She doesn't watch it anyway, so it's right. She goes, I can't watch more than 3 minutes a day. You guys swear too much.
No, you fucking don't.
What are you fucking talking about, Mum? Jesus.
Your mum though, if there's a chance that your mum is watching this, I just want to say hi, as respectfully as I can.
Wow.
I didn't want to call her hot on the podcast, but now I kind of have. Take it as a compliment, please.
Okay, so now we've started with that, Mum. You can't be mad. When my brothers and I were younger, we were. I've got identical twin brothers. Okay, and they're 5 years younger than me, and it's a bit. Anyone who has got brothers in general, but like twin brothers, it's just nuts. So anyway, they were getting on my nerves. We were fighting. They were fighting. It was all going off, and my parents weren't home at the time, and it got to the point where I think one of my other brothers hit one of them and like really hurt him. So I was like, what are you doing? And I like grabbed him and pushed him into the window kind of, and it was like the door, but next to the door there were like 6 little...
Were you having a terrible tantrum, Taylor?
I might have been having a tantrum. No, they were tantruming first, and my tantrum ended the tantrum, you know. So...
Taylor's terrible twins tantrum. That's what this is.
The twins tantrum started a Taylor's terrible tantrum.
Jeez Louise.
So there's like 6 little bits of glass on the next to the window, and I pushed him into it, and one of them cracked. Just a little crack in the window though, and when then we looked at it and we thought, oh my God, there's a crack in the window. How are we going to explain to our parents why there's a crack in the window?
Someone ran past and threw a rock at the window. Mum, I was so scared. But they were going to rob the place.
But it was in the back door.
All right.
Back door. So what we came up with...
I can't believe they got into the backyard and they just jumped the fence. Live a little. Do you know how much...
Is that the best excuse you could come up with? I've got a better one. This is what we went up with.
All right, let's go.
A bird flew into the window.
I can't believe a bird flew into the window.
A bird flew into the window, right? But my parents are so fucking smart and we're so fucking stupid that the glass, they knew it, the bird hadn't hit it. And how do you know that? Like, how do you know that a glass...
Because you can tell.
Do you know how they knew though?
How?
Because the glass had been cracked from
the
inside of the house, not the outside of the house. And I'm like, who even thinks of that?
A common sense?
Just listen to me when I say a bird has flown into the window, and just take my answer and run with it, okay?
How old were
That's all I ask. I was like 16.
Wow, so
my brothers were like 12.
Ugh. My little brother once, I was hitting golf balls in the backyard, and my dad's like, just turn around, because we have a huge, back in my old house in Wales, we had a huge backyard, and you could just go the other way, into an alleyway. But no, he kept facing the house, and he just whacked the golf ball straight through the window, and the whole thing went, I was so excited. I was like, what's going to happen? Because they get angry if you put too much sauce on the plate. I was like, all right, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? But it was just paralyzation. It was like
were your parents home at the time? Was it an immediate reaction?
Yeah, we heard it. I was licking my lips. I was like, someone's in trouble. I was loving it. But that's not the story I was going to tell. Do go on with yours. It was not the end. That was it. Oh, gosh.
You've got more than one. Please hit me with it.
Again, with my little brother, me and him have some lovely tales. Check out his Twitch stream, Copperhead, or something like that. Charlie Copperhead. It's great.
That's it.
So we moved to Melbourne, and it was a very stressful time because we've moved around a lot, and as we were younger, the move just messed with us mentally, and me and my brother didn't get along so much back then. We do now. But we got into this vicious fight one day, and we got into this fight where he just wouldn't let it go, and he just kept screaming and going, and we're running around the house, we're going upstairs, downstairs, all the rooms, we were going crazy, screaming at each other, until he wouldn't get off me. And he takes this position in the argument, because I'm not that violent, like I really like siblings are violent, like most siblings are violent with each other.
But I've seen Alec try and take people
I'm really not that violent, you know, unless it's like jujitsu or something. I just will get angry and frustrated. But he was like grabbing onto me, and he's like, hit me, and I'm not gonna hit you. Get off of me, because I didn't like fighting back then. My brothers were just crazy, and I couldn't, you know. And he's like, hit me, and I just, all of it was going. He's telling me to hit him. I'm angry at him, and he's screaming, he's intensing, and I just saw red, and so I just did what he told me to do. I fucking hit him. And I was like, oh my God, and he started screaming. He's like, what did you do? And you said to hit you. And I chipped his tooth.
Oh, you chipped his tooth?
And my knuckle was bleeding, there's blood everywhere, and he's just like laying there. And my mum's like, what have you done? I'm like, did you not hear him say hit me like 10 times? I give the people what they want, Mum. Yeah.
Did she say no, I didn't hear him screaming?
Well, it got so crazy. This is the peak of psychoticness. It got so crazy after that I grabbed a clothes horse and I started singing the song Pompeii just to like confuse everyone even more, because like I was like, this is just getting out of control. So I thought, if you guys are going to be losing their mind, I'm going to really take it up a notch. So I just started singing the walls. You know that song by Pompeii, Bastille, you know? and the walls keep tumbling down. Play
that
it.
one.
We'll play a little clip of it. I just started singing the walls come tumbling down in the city that we love. This clothes horse, it's empty. I'm just shaking it around. And my mum, she looked horrified. It was like, I have a lovely family, but there's, every family has their
Every
moments.
kid does weird things when they're...
It was amazing. It was amazing.
When they're younger.
It's glorious. It's funny. It's funny when you look back on it and frustrating when you're in it. That's what we live for.
All right.
Next story. Hit us, Tez.
What superpower would you pick and why?
I would have the superpower to grant myself any power that I could. What would you pick?
That's pretty smart.
I'm clever.
All right, Aladdin. Pretty sure the genie said you can only have 3 wishes and one more. One of them is that you can't actually wish.
How
for
come he
another
never
wish.
goes, I wish I could fuck the genie
Where would you fuck it though?
in the bottle?
But like it's like half body, it's like a torso, it's like a mermaid, right? 'Cause
Like,
then when
yeah,
you
I was gonna say
when you get to
mermaid.
the stomach part, it turns into ghost stuff.
Yeah.
Genie fluff.
He's
I
got a
don't know.
lamp you can use.
Maybe
Anyway, what would your
he can
superpower
rub
be?
you like the lamp.
Oh, God. Okay. This is our last question then.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we do one more because that's just a funny one.
Haha, funny.
Funny.
Okay.
I would either be invisible,
I wish.
so I could.
You
just
wouldn't.
like,
You're too vain to be invisible. She's too. Someone with pink hair is not going to want to turn invisible. She'll be like,
Really?
oh, you can't see my hair.
No, imagine being invisible. You could go anywhere you wanted. No one would even know you're there.
Do your clothes turn invisible as well?
Yep.
There's such a
Everything.
shit one. If you're going to think of a superpower,
Or
think
fly,
of the ability.
flying. I dream about it all the time. Flying. I fly in my dreams all the time. So if I could do that in real life, that'd be the tits. But that's about it.
I think I would like to use a superpower to like.
Fuck a bitch.
No, jeez, Taylor. Oh my gosh, that's.
So
it's 2020.
Alice.
You sexist. You sexist. That's make. You know what? My superpower is to get rid of sexism. It's 2020. It's about time. Done. That's my power. Gone.
Poof, gone.
Next episode, World Hunger. Last one. No, this is the last one. Because this is, again, how long could a human live in captivity using science and best medical care?
What have you done?
We've gone full circle.
What have you done?
It's time to stop. All right. Would you like to wrap it up, Taylor?
No, please do one more.
You really want to do one more?
Please.
What does the views say?
One more.
They're both not the same. We're going to read them out at the same time, all right?
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Is it
Should you use your
racist to
super
blame
money?
China for COVID-19?
Is it racist to blame China for COVID-19? Oh,
Should you-
God.
is what
Just
is it,
mentioning them puts us on their watch list.
Should you use your super money? Yes. Yes, you should.
I don't think it exists. Retirement doesn't exist.
Is it
Someone's
racist
gonna
to
clip
blame
this in
China?
40 years.
It's not racist. It's racist if you're a racist against Chinese people.
Oh, God.
If you're mean to
You're
Chinese
stirring the
people,
pot, Taylor.
they have done nothing to you. The people of China have done nothing, but the government,
There's a lady
the
coughing on
Chinese
bananas.
government, that's a whole other story. But and take your super money out now while you can.
If you're 50 or 40, do not take financial advice from an opinionated podcast thing. Especially if they have pink hair.
Especially when they have shopping addiction.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alrighty.
Drum roll, please.
Thank you for joining us on this month's episode. We
No,
love all of you.
I'm actually disappointed
Why?
to see everyone again. Nah, May may be over and just July. I'm feeling good vibes about July.
It's getting colder every night. All right. Well,
Didn't you want to sing a song, Taylor? Sing this. Taylor had a song she specially prepared.
goodbye.
I was joking. Don't sing,
Put a
please.
smile on your dial.
Turn that frown upside down, 'cause you're looking like a fucking clown. 3, 2, 1, stop! Jesus fucking Christ. We all know what happens when I dance. Yeah, I want to hear a story. Who's there that I danced? I danced and I pranced, and look what I did to my egg. It's never been the same in the harsh seas of the dance floors.